Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel on Sagaciousness.
So if we are given 2x squared is equals to 3x plus 5. So remember, in quadratic equation, for this to be an quadratic equation, remember in our formula ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. If you can remember this formula. So you have to convert this series of number into this format. So which is converting this series of numbers into this format. What we have to do is 2x squared minus 3s. This number, this 3s crossing an equality sign will give us minus. Remember that I said earlier in this video, when a positive is crossing an equality sign, we are going to have a negative, and when a negative is crossing an equality sign, we are going to have a positive. So here is invisible plus. So plus crossing an equality sign will give us a negative, so it is 3s. Now, plus is now crossing an equality sign. Remember that I said when a positive number is crossing an equality sign, we are going to have a negative number. So plus 5 crossing an equality sign will give us minus 5. We did all this just to get the equation is equals to 0 as our quadratic formula says, for this to be a quadratic formula. So what is our first formula we should apply when solving quadratic equation using factorization method? Our first formula says we should multiply the first term and the last term. So if we multiply these two numbers, we have minus 10. So what second formula said, we should find two numbers. If we multiply it, we are going to find our product. This is our product. If we multiply it, we are going to find our product. If we subtract or add it, we are going to get the middle numbers. So what are these two numbers? So these two numbers are 2 and 5. Quadratic equation is getting interesting. I can see it. So first is, here is minus. So which one should be the minus and which one should have positive? Will both of them have positive? Will both of them have negative? Or will they have positive and negative? So let's check. Remember that I said this one, the bigger number will contain this number here, this sign here, this negative sign. So we have our bigger number between 2 and 5. Which one is more bigger? Is 5. So 5 takes minus. So minus times minus is plus. Remember, both of them are equal. So we have plus. Minus times minus is plus. So 2, we have plus. So let's apply our third formula. Our third formula says that once we find these two numbers, we should replace them with the middle number. So now we have these two numbers. They said we should replace these numbers with our middle number. So 2x squared minus 5x. Remember the bigger number first. Always get this into your memory before the smaller number. Plus 2x minus 5 is equals to 0. Now, to know whether you are correct when or after you have finished factorizing, if we multiply those numbers back, we are going to get these numbers here. So what are common here? The two common things that are here is x. 2 can't divide 5, so s will be outside. 2x minus 5. As you can see, s times 2s is s squared. S times minus 5 is minus 5x. So this is giving us a sign that our factorization might be correct. So let's keep on going. Now, here, what are we going to do? 2. So, s is not common here, And secondly, 2 is not common. So what are we going to do? Try to think what we are going to do here. So the simple thing and the only thing we can do here actually is 2s minus 5 equals to 0. So here should be plus. Here is 1. Remember, anywhere you see plus sign or minus sign, there is invisible 1 behind it. So is this two brackets the same? As you can see, they are absolutely and correctly the same. So this tells us that we are going to be correct. So let's try multiplying them back and check whether we are going to get this the same value here. So s times 2s is 2s squared. S times minus 5 is 5x. 1 plus 1 times 2s is 2x, and plus times minus is minus. Always remember that we have 5, so they are the same. So this tells us that our factorization is going to be correct. Now, what should we do? We are going to take only the first bracket, which is 2x minus 5, or now we are going to simplify these two numbers in a bracket, or x plus 1. So we are almost done. So 2s minus 5 is equals to 0, or s plus 1 is equals to 0. What next? 2s is equals to a negative number is trying to cross an equality sign. This number here is trying to cross an equality sign. So minus will change to plus when crossing an equality sign. So here will now become plus 5, or x. Positive number is trying to cross an equality sign. So here will now become minus 1. So x is equals to plus 5 divided by 2, or s is equals to minus 1. So let's check whether are we correct or not by adding this in the equation. Minus 5 is equals to 0. So here is 3s. So don't allow this to confuse you. Here is 3s. So let's add minus 1 and check whether if our answer is correct. Remember that this formula or this equation tells us that all this series of number here is equals to 0. So if we add minus 1, or if we replace minus 1 with x, and all this give us 0, so our factorization method was absolutely correct. So let's try solving it. 2 brackets minus 1 raised to the power squared means minus 1 times minus 1. And remember that I told you minus times minus is equals to positive because they are the same. So minus 1 times minus 1 is equals to plus 1. So here squared minus 3 brackets minus 1 minus 5 is equals to 0. So remember what I solved and what I did. So here will be plus 1. So 2 times plus 1 is 2. Here will be minus 3, and here is minus 3. So minus 3 times minus 3, minus 3 times minus 1 is plus 3 minus 5 equals to 0. So let's see, 2 plus 3 is 5, and here is minus 5. So plus 5 minus plus 5 is equals to 0. So this tells us that our quadratic formula is absolutely correct. We
Thanks
got
for
it
watching. If you found
absolutely
this
correct.
video
So
helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Also, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on new content. See you in the next video.